Hi guys, EBPMAN here with tablets for me, and today we're going to do an unboxing review of the recently released 360 cam from LG. Let's check it out. Inside the box you'll find your 360 camera. Let's see what else we got in here. A USB-C charging cable, safety card, and a user guide. Let's take a look at some of the specs here. A couple things you have. Bluetooth 4.1. It does support Wi-Fi, and it's interesting because the way the video is connected, or how the image is displayed on the phone, it's through Wi-Fi. It uses USB Type-C, and it's good that it has an included cable. It has a 1200 milliamp hour battery, and the charging time is about 120 minutes, as you can see there. You see the information there on the optics, 13 megapixel, and it's dual 13 megapixel with the fisheye lens. So that's going to give you a really wide view, and that's how it can capture 360 front and back through that lens. Max video resolution is high, as you can see there, so you're going to be able to shoot 4K video. And then what you also have is image stabilization, looks like, as well as some other features that are really important. So 3 microphones, and it can support an SD card up to 2 terabytes. It's a very lightweight solution at 2.7 ounces. Now, one thing I wanted to highlight is when you get this item, it will not record unless it has a SD card, a micro SD card inserted in it. So you'll want to make sure that you have one of those to actually start taking advantage of this device. Now, the LG version of the 360 camera is probably the most affordable version on the market. It runs around $199, but there's been several promotions where you can get it actually for free. If you compare this to the Gear 360, it's actually $100 to $200 more expensive depending on where you find it on the market, and it's still yet to hit the market for purchase. This should be compatible with other devices as well. So I'm going to test this with an LG phone, obviously, but then I'm also going to try it on a S7 Edge. My understanding is that it will work on any device that supports Android. Now, what you have here is a cover. So you have this little cover right here that's really protecting your lens from any kind of impact. On the bottom, as you can see here, you have a tripod mount, and if we open this up here, you have a couple things. You have your micro SD port, and then also your USB-C charger. So we're going to close that. You have this secure area that you can just pop it up, and when you open it up, you can see here's your button that you'll be able to press, only one on one side, to take a picture or to start a recording. This kind of turns it on, I believe, automatically, because I've noticed that the power, you can press and hold this button to turn it on, but I've noticed also that when I remove it, it's enabled. You'll notice right here that you have your power button, and you also then have a couple modes here. Let's make sure that this is in focus. I don't really see that in focus yet. All right, there it is. So here you have, what mode you're in, 360 mode or 180 mode. And then you see the power button there, and you can see that it's enabled and powered. Mic, and let's see, there's supposed to be 3 mics. So let's see if we see where the other ones are. I only see one. There must be another one somewhere. I'll see where it shows, because it did say that it had multiple mics. But it looks like there's mics all over the place, but I just don't see them right now as I'm reviewing the item briefly. I think the important thing is going to be, once we test this, to see what kind of images we can capture. It's very small, so we'll go back to this, put it in my hand, and it's easy to keep in your pocket. So I think this is going to be a great tool if you go, let's say, on a vacation, let's say the dream vacation to Rome, and you want to take a picture of everything that's around you. It would be great if you're doing any kind of walk in the forest, and you want to take the entire surrounding. Also, if you're at a party, and sometimes it's really hard to take individual frames, and you want to capture the entire experience or the movie, you'd be able to do that with this. Very compact and easy to keep in your pocket. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the application just for a couple seconds. So what you get to see is your battery level here. So that's telling you the battery level of the camera. And we'll put it here in focus as well. Now keep in mind that you can use this in standalone mode. So if you press it once, you're going to take a picture. If you do press the button twice, it's going to record. And you do have an LED here indicating what's going on, if you have a 360 mode on or not. I like using the phone if I want to have a viewfinder. So this is a great tool for those of you who maybe even in real estate or just want to take a 360 view of a room, and I'm going to show you that in a couple seconds. But by pressing camera, what it will do is you'll get to the camera, and I'm just going to lift it so you can see what it's taking right there. And it's kind of like a fisheye. kind of look, and that's going to give you a really nice view of everything that's going on. But you have a couple modes. So if I go into settings here, I can choose if I want to turn on location. You'll notice that there's a lot of little settings there. You can also set up timers. Also, and let's bring this a little bit closer right here. You also have the resolution of the camera. So I have it in the highest resolution, but you have multiple resolution settings there. Let's zoom in so you can see that. There you go. So you can set up multiple different settings, or the highest megapixel, the range, as well as kind of the audio that you're recording. You do have here different modes: auto modes, light modes, landscape, outside, sports. You have the ability here to see things as the camera sees it. So now it's picking up the front and the back. I'm going to turn that off. Gets a little annoying. Now it's only putting the front. You can see if you're shooting in 360 or not, and just by tapping that will change. And then you obviously have the auto, where you can do the manual white levels and whatnot. So let's go into settings, and let's get a little closer here. You'll be able to see what your Wi-Fi password is for the camera, sound, storage available, battery, auto sleep time, and then if there's any kind of updates available. So you can check and see if there's anything available for the camera itself. Now, I had mentioned that this would work on like other Android devices, and I can tell you that I've successfully tested this on the S6, the S7, and the S7 Edge, and it works with all devices. So if you want to get a relatively inexpensive camera like this, a 360 camera, it's not a bad option, because the Samsung one is going to be significantly more expensive. Now let me show you what the pictures look like once you've taken them. So now the first picture I'm going to show you is a 3D view of a bathroom. And I'm just going to go ahead and choose this button right here so that we can get in kind of the VR 360 mode. And you'll notice that as I turn left and turn right, it kind of shifts. So this is a really cool tool for those of you who may be in real estate and want to check out maybe you have an apartment and you want to provide a guided tour, or in this case just see how things look, or show off how things look in a room once you take a picture. So you can see every angle, every perspective, and again, very flexible, with some nice zooming capabilities. You can see there, I can see the double sinks in each one of the faucets. Now this next one, and zoom into this one again, is of a room. This is an empty room, and the actual camera's on the floor on a tripod, and you can see the ceiling. This is at the floor level, and you can rotate throughout the entire room and see the size of the room and the finish of the floor. Again, giving you kind of a sense of what it would look like if you wanted to use this for kind of real estate, or if you're renting an apartment. So now let's take a look at what 3D the video would look like. So I'm going to press play, and literally what we've done is we've taken the camera and just put it, stuck our hand out, so you see our hand here outside as the car is moving. I'm not doing this, I have someone else doing it. But here you're able to see everything that's going on. You can see that this is at really good quality. I can see what's in front of me. I can rotate and see what's behind me. See everything that's going on. I actually showed this to a buddy of mine, and he wants to attach it to a drone because he thinks it would be pretty cool. But here you can see like the stores that we're passing by. You can see the cars all around us, and as we're stopped here in traffic. Again, very good quality, surprisingly good quality for such a reasonable priced device. So this concludes my review of the LG 360 Cam. Again, compatible with virtually any Android device. I've tested this with, again, multiple Samsung devices as well as LG devices, and it works great. For the price point, I think it's a very affordable 360 camera, especially for those of you who still don't know if you're into 360 shots but are just interested in experimenting. I think this is a great option to check out. And if you have any other comments and questions, please leave it in the comment area below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.